thoughts on Black History Month? Is it needed?
I think it's really important, especially the type of history that we have here in America and how bad it started for, you know, African Americans, and then coming as far as they have come now, and as a society as a whole, how far we've come. Like, it's still, like, I still feel racism is a pretty bad thing, and we need to, you know, approach it and fight it and stuff, because it can still be pretty terrible.
I think it's really important for people to recognize this, and I love that there are marathons and things to like support. I really like supporting other ethnicities and cultures. We're in a very diverse university, diverse world, so I think it's really important.
What do you think about Black organizations? Are they in some shape or form racist, or are they necessary?
I don't think they're racist, because a lot of the time where Black organizations come from is they're filling a void where there might not necessarily be a space for you in an organization that you want to join, so you just create your own. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't feel like they're racist. I feel like they're necessary. Everybody has the right to group up and talk about their needs and wants. It's just a basic human thing.
Do you think we should emphasize consent in all institutions for all ages? Would it help in eliminating any, if not all, non-consensual entitlement?
Sex education is a part of education that is, I mean, education in general is greatly overlooked, I would say, politically. Not a lot of politicians put a lot of effort into sex education, and the issue of consent, it's definitely an issue that needs to be touched upon more. Just as I don't think people really understand what consent is. Like, there's a sort of blurred line between, you know, if you're drunk, how, like, is consent, like, is that consent? Like, do you, like, where's the line? Like, if you've had a beer, you know, can I have sex with you, sort of thing? Or, you know, but then again, at the same time, a lot of sexual interactions happen after, like, social drinking. So who's to say where's that line? And it definitely should be taught among more, I would say, males and females, because I think with more it's more, I mean, it should be taught equally, essentially, but there definitely is a lack of just sexual education in general, not just consent, for both genders, I would say.
I don't think we should teach all students. If they show signs, or if they show indifference to other people, then we should teach them, but I don't think teaching them right off the bat would be a good idea, because that's already teaching them something to do, rather than just telling them, or just not saying anything at all. So,
should we merit children on participation and risk teaching them not to work as hard just for the sake of their self-esteem?
Oh, no, I think they should work hard for stuff, because if you just grade them upon participation, then they're just going to get lazy and not care. They're just like, oh, I'll show up, I'll raise my hand, and I'll get a good grade as compared to other people who actually want to study and work hard and stuff.
No, I think that kids really should be given goals, and I think that, honestly, participation medals, I think you can affirm everybody and encourage everybody, but I think that part of the beauty of humanity is that there's people that are different, that have different qualities, that have different gifts, and so I think giving everybody a participation medal kind of encourages mediocrity, and so I think that it's important to not necessarily downplay what different qualities people have, but rather like encourage them to explore, because everybody's made different, you know? So like, I can't be a football player, but someone else could be a phenomenal football player, you know? But there's maybe something else that I'm really good at, so yeah, okay.